Was genuine neutrality possible for the non-aligned movement? Imagine a world where countries try to stay out of superpower conflicts and focus on their own growth. That was the idea behind the non-aligned movement, which started in the 1950s and 1960s during the Cold War. These nations wanted to avoid choosing sides between the United States-led capitalist bloc and the Soviet Union-led communist bloc. They aimed to be independent, respect each other's sovereignty, and promote peace. But was it really possible for these countries to stay completely neutral? The truth is, not entirely. Many of these nations had just gained independence from colonial rule and were eager to build their own futures. They needed help, trade, and sometimes aid from the superpowers, which made full neutrality difficult. They often relied on economic or military support from one side or the other, even if they officially stayed non-aligned. Neutrality usually means not taking part in conflicts and not favoring one side over another. But non-alignment was more about avoiding formal alliances. Countries could still have relationships with both superpowers, which made complete independence tricky. For example, some nations received aid or political backing from the Soviet Union or the United States, even if they did not officially join either side. The Cold War's influence also made it hard for the non-aligned movement to stay neutral. Both superpowers wanted to win allies, so they tried to sway these countries. The Soviet Union supported many NAM initiatives to expand its influence, while the United States also sought to gain favor with key members. This meant some countries leaned toward one side for economic or security reasons, even if they claimed to be neutral. Another challenge was the diversity among NAM members. Countries had different political systems, levels of development, and priorities. Some focused on fighting colonialism and imperialism, which sometimes aligned them more with the Soviet Union. Others prioritized economic growth and maintained close ties with Western nations. This made it hard to keep a unified neutral stance. Despite these obstacles, the non-aligned movement played an important role. It promoted peaceful coexistence, disarmament, and cooperation among developing nations. It stood for sovereignty and territorial integrity, helping to reduce the risk of superpower conflicts spreading to the global south. Looking back at the 1960s, the movement symbolized hope. It was about creating a third way beyond the Cold War binaries. These nations wanted dignity, solidarity, and peace. While perfect neutrality was tough to achieve, their efforts showed a desire for independence and a more just world order. The legacy of the non-aligned movement still influences international relations today. It inspired countries to stand together and resist domination by larger powers. Its principles continue to shape discussions on sovereignty, economic justice, and peaceful conflict resolution. So, while complete neutrality might have been hard to reach, the movement's spirit of independence and cooperation remains alive.